Welcome in, Libra. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. For those of you that are new, my name is Lisa. Welcome to Say It's All Tarot. For those of you returning, welcome back, guys. Again, hope everybody's doing awesome. So, Libra, this is going to be your June general love reading for the month of June. Don't be dissuaded by the timestamp, though. So, if you are drawn in by the title of this reading, not sure what it's called yet, but if you are drawn in and it's not June, there still could be a message here for you. This is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, any placement in Libra. And as well, guys, if you weren't aware, I do personal reads, so feel free to reach out to me. It's just sayitsoltarot@gmail.com. It's in the description of this reading as well as on my homepage. So anywho, I already pulled your oracle cards here, Libra. You're on the left, your person's on the right. Usually your June, like your larger monthly read, it is a pretty long read, so hopefully you guys can stick it out. I'm going to walk you through your oracle cards, pull some tarot on some of the oracle cards as well, pull feelings, actions, and at the end of the reading, I'll pull some hidden messages if you're in a tricky situation with somebody or in no contact. Might be a message there for you as well. So let's dive on in here, Libra. Definitely looks like, I don't know, I feel like for some of you, definitely may have met somebody new, which is nice. Usually in the readings, I was dealing with like past drama, past people. So I love this, that this is coming through for you. So I definitely feel like this could be an earth sign. Doesn't have to be, but I got a lot of earth energy out. You got like the earth card here, and then we have you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. So that's also earth energy. And then we got by the book, which is very Virgoan energy. So either you or this person may have a fair amount of, pretty strong earth placement. If not, doesn't have to, but that's really the energy. I also got, so I really have earth and fire coming out. Fire was the mutual card, and the bottom of Moonology is full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. So that's the underlying tone here between you and this person. So again, I feel like for a lot of you, this is somebody new, somebody pretty new, I feel like, that you met recently. This person is very interested in you, Libra. So they got this resistance card, secret admirer, suppressing, timid. So as you can see, this person's kind of in the bathtub, kind of like protecting themselves. I do feel like, and you got the divine masculine card, so this is a pretty important person that you just met, Libra. Male or female, don't get caught up here in the divine masculine card, but probably for the majority of you, definitely could be a male. But I do feel like this person may have been in another relationship with somebody else, but that is ending. So if you're wondering about that, it looks like that is coming to a close. So I feel like that's why this person is kind of like held back from maybe texting you, reaching out to you, phoning you. They're waiting. They're waiting for this to be over before they can kind of approach you. And it's funny because you got the silence card. So maybe when you first met this person, you guys were kind of messaging, and now you're kind of wondering like, what the hell is going on? I thought things were going really good, and now you're kind of filling yourself here with a little bit of self-doubt here, Libra. But I want to say don't despair because this person is making their way towards you, or they are wanting to contact you. I feel like you are going to hear from them. But for right now, I feel like, this silence from this person all of a sudden is, definitely causing some doubt. It's causing you to kind of get in your head here with this you are good enough card, full moon in Virgo. So just know you are good enough for this person. So I don't know, this person there might be a big difference. You might have very different backgrounds. This person might be very wealthy, like something along those lines. Again, doesn't have to be, but I definitely feel like there's some difference that's pretty stark. And again, I feel like that's also kind of like reading into a little bit of insecurity within you, because maybe you're not as stable as this person that you're dealing with here. Again, don't let self-doubt creep in and get in your head. Don't get up in your head about the situation or this person. You are good enough here, Libra, to be with this person. And Spirit's really encouraging you just to like not spend so much time thinking about, be caught in the past or back, in the future. Just kind of be present with yourself and with others. And I feel like, love can really bloom by you doing that. So again, believing in yourself and just believing in the moment, enjoying the moment for what it is, whether things turn out, this relationship takes off and goes into the direction that you're hoping. But again, being present and not being caught up in your head about what's happened to you in the past, possibly in love. Because I feel like, Spirit's encouraging you here in June to give off positive vibes. So, I mean, the whale is very sensitive. So I feel like right now you are feeling quite sensitive. And again, I feel like it's probably because you haven't heard from this person and you're wondering, like, what the heck is going on? And again, kind of going deep. And again, really try hard not to get in your head. Try to ground yourself. Try to transmute any kind of negative energy that you might be picking up on into something positive. So, put your buds in, go for a walk, spend some time outside in nature, and just to get out of your head, because I feel like, you don't want to manifest, something you don't want to happen with this person. So sometimes that happens, right? Like the worst thing that you're wanting, you get up in your head, you're kind of spiraling about the situation with this person, and then, you don't want to manifest that to happen. So you need to kind of catch yourself and kind of get out of that energy and move towards something positive. So whatever you need to do that, Spirit's encouraging you to do that, and know that you are worthy of receiving love, giving love, and again, being present, enjoying the moment, not putting like a lot of expectations right away on this person or this relationship. And, it's hard not to do that. You meet somebody you really like, and like you're, really vibing with somebody. And then next thing you know, you know, you're like in your head thinking about 3 months from now, 6 months from now with this person. And like, it's just a brand new, I feel like it's a pretty new relationship for you here, Libra, which is exciting. I'm excited to do this reading for you. I know. All right. As you can tell, my life must be pretty boring. Anyhow, I'm just teasing. It's not boring, but anyhow. All right, let's move on here. So let's talk about your person. This person, I do feel, was in another relationship and or married to somebody else, but that, like I mentioned, I feel like that is coming to an end. But this person knows they got to do things the right way here for things to work out with you. So this by the book card, there's a certain rules that kind of need to be followed. This person is very concerned about what other people may think around them. So, again, it needs to happen in a certain way. And again, maybe you met this person when they obviously were maybe still married to somebody or in a relationship. And again, this person doesn't want their whole family and friends to know, like, oh yeah, where'd you guys meet? Oh, what do you mean? My mom or dad was married 6 months ago. You know what I mean? Like, it's that kind of energy that I'm getting. So again, I feel like this person is very interested in you, Libra, but things have to happen a certain way for this person, to have the best result with you. So it's not because they don't, want to talk to you right now or spend time with you. I feel like they do. They're just holding back because it's got to, show up a certain way in order for this relationship to be accepted, if that makes sense. So I do feel like, that's why this person's been resisting, possibly. But you really do have a lot of fun with this person. They have a lot of fun with you. Again, I feel like it's been really hard for them to kind of stay away from you here, because the otter is, very playful, fun, exciting energy. I feel like, you bring a lot to the table here. And again, don't be doubting yourself here, Libra. Because again, I love it's probably my favorite card in the whole deck. So I love that your person is getting that. So this person is very playful. They like to have fun, and again, bring a lot of excitement. So it's not surprising for me to see here, Libra, that like this person kind of like knocks your socks off, to be honest. I feel like they do. Lot of attraction as well between the two of you. The mutual energy came through as fire. So I love that. Again, they could have a fire placement as well in their chart. Things may really be taking off by, I want to say, maybe Leo season. So that'd be like July 20th or so when we get into Leo season. So pay attention, because I feel like this person is making their way to you. It's just things are not moving as quickly, maybe as you like. So really exciting reading. I love it. This person definitely could be your divine counterpart. So that's probably one of the reasons why you're feeling pretty swept up in this person. Why you might be, spiraling a little bit, getting in your head and having some self-doubt. But Spirit brought you and this person together. The bottom of my mini deck is Temperance. That's Archangel Michael on the case here, bringing two people together. So you were meant to meet this person, Libra, for sure. And there is a new door opening. The bottom of There Are No Coincidences deck is the Portals card, which talks about change. So I feel like this relationship with this person could really change your life in a big way going through this portal. So there is definitely going to be a exciting opportunity for you and this person. And then we have higher power showing up here, the bottom of the Wisdom of the Oracle, which is a beautiful energy. So definitely higher power at work here. For some of you, I'm getting like the number 4 is important. We have a 4, a 5, and a 2 coming out. And double 4s on this card. So 444, maybe look that up. So whatever negative energy, like I mentioned, transmute that. That's what's on the bottom of the Sacred Symbols deck. We talked about that already, so I'm not going to keep talking about that. But let's see how this person actually feels about you, Libra. Tell me about this person's feelings for Libra. How does this person feel about Libra? What can you tell us about this person? Look at that. Love it. Knight of Cups. You guys have had the best reading out of all the readings I've done so far, so I love it. All right. 7 of Wands. Knight of Cups, 7 of Wands. So there is an obstacle, so like I mentioned already. They're on. So yeah, they're waiting. Yeah. To do things the right way with that 5 of Wands so that they can go on this adventure with you. So I love this, Libra. I feel like this person's really smart as well. This isn't somebody that this is somebody that really has their SHIT together, and they know what they need to do to have a successful relationship with you. And again, removing those obstacles, wanting to remove those obstacles, but waiting. They're waiting a little bit, with that 5 of Wands, removing any kind of chaos and conflict that's going on around them, so that they can take this leap of faith here. This Page of Wands, is really going for it, right? Being all in, knowing where they're going, knowing where they want to go. And again, I feel like it's towards you here, Libra. But they do have to do things the right way. So again, there might be a bit of a delay. So I am getting divine timing. I want to pull a card here on Divine Masculine, see what we get. Tell me about this Divine Masculine. Tell me about this Divine Masculine. Ooh, wow. 6 of Cups. Very nice. I love it. So 6 of Cups is, this definitely could be your TF. This could be, a very special soulmate. I already talked about that. But very sweet love between the two of you. So I feel like, this person is probably the type of person that, isn't afraid to express their feelings. I feel like they do want to come forward. But again, like I mentioned right now, they got to do things the right way, dot those I's, cross those T's, so that they can make their way towards you. So in the right way, with good intentions. So I like this person. I like this person. We also have some water energy coming out. But yeah, this person, I feel like they're pretty bold, I mean, if you're going to be an emperor or empress, you got it going on. So for sure. Can I get another card? For some of you, you might have met this person through like cooperating with other people. This could be like a friend of a friend, or somebody that you know, had to work on, or that you met through like a project or an event of some kind where, you know, people had to come together to work together. So again, you know, I feel like this person is aware of appearances, you know, how things look. So if this is somebody that you met through work or that you have a working relationship with, you know, you have to do things the right way. You have to be cautious to protect yourself. And again, this person's smart. They know that. But I want to say here, Libra, don't doubt that this person's not interested in you, because they definitely are. All right, let's get a card here. Let's actually ask about how is this person feeling towards Libra. I feel like we already know, but let's just see what comes out. The moon. So they might be a little bit secretive right now. And again, that silence. This person's really drawn to you, Libra. Can I get another card? Could be dealing with a Pisces as well. It's a Pisces card. Yeah, so what you aren't aware of, this person definitely has to end something. Interesting. They may not have told you that. Okay, that's too many cards. So I'm just gonna... They may not have told you that. So that might be what the silence is about. That they had to end something. Or they were in the middle of ending something when you met them here. And they're trying to wrap that up before they can kind of come towards you here, Libra. So tell me more about the moon and this Ten of Swords. Yeah, I knew it was going to come out. I should have called it. There's the Fool. There's that leap of faith. There's, you know, taking that chance on love. Ace of Swords, Three of Pentacles. So I don't know, maybe for some of you as well, this person, you know, is waiting for this, you know, project or event had to be over first. But I feel like this person, you know, definitely may have reached out to you to say like, hey, Libra, I really, you know, enjoyed working with you, you know, it was so great to meet you. I love your vibe. You know, it could have definitely been, you may have received a message like that from this person. But there's more going on beneath the surface here. This person definitely wants to come towards you here. So I love that. All right, let's see what actions this person's going to take in June. Any action from this person towards my Libras, please? And then I'm going to ask about your feelings. Yeah, look at that. Getting together, Three of Cups. This person might ask you out for lunch. And we have the High Priestess. I feel like this person is like a little bit timid, you know. Are you going to say no? I don't feel like you are, but I feel like with this silence vibe, you might be giving off kind of like, yeah, this person's up in their head a little bit. So it's funny because I feel like this person's pretty confident and bold and like kind of knows what they want. When they, you know, when they know they want something, they go after it. But I feel like there's something about you, Libra. I feel like this is you here showing up as the High Priestess. So like I mentioned before about giving off, you know, vibes of insecurity or like not feeling present. And so again, kind of giving off that vibe is, you know, also kind of getting in this person's head a little bit. So when you do get together with this person, because it looks to me like there is going to be some sort of invitation coming, some sort of celebration, getting together, wanting to get together in June, don't just make sure that you are present. I feel like that's really what the message is here. When you see this person, the next time you're with them or you guys get together, make sure that you are present and grounded and feeling confident, because that's kind of giving weird vibes to this person a little bit. So it's kind of putting them up in their head, right? About the situation with you. So yeah, just pay attention to that. Let's see. How does Libra feel about this person? How does Libra feel about this person, Spirit? The Hierophant. Wow. Spiritual teacher, spiritual connection. Tell me about the Hierophant. Why is the Hierophant showing up? There could be an age difference as well for some of you. Queen of Wands. The Strength. And the Ace of Cups. Okay, I feel like for some of you, you know, I feel like there is some sort of like past energy. So again, you know, really try hard not to bring any kind of past baggage from previous relationships. I know that's, you know, not an easy thing to do. But again, you know, kind of having the courage here to put your heart out again is hard for you, Libra. So again, definitely looks like there was some difficult relationships that you've dealt with. So that's, you've been struggling, you know, to kind of try and overcome any kind of fears about love, putting your heart out again, you know. But I do feel like, you know, this person is very important. This is a very important connection. You can definitely learn a lot from this person, and, you know, high degree of attraction. And again, don't get caught up in gender here, Queen of Wands. So this person, you know, I feel like, you know, definitely brings out kind of like, I don't know, I want to say like, you know, the tiger in you. I don't know why I want to say that. I don't know. There's definitely a high level of physical attraction between you and this person. So, and again, very spiritual connection. So I feel like when you met this person, you were like, again, I feel like they knocked your socks off for sure here. But again, you know, kind of overcoming your fear of putting your heart out here again. But I feel like you're very curious about this person, this situation. Yeah, they have you intrigued for sure. Yeah, so we have Judgment, Nine of Cups, Eight of Wands. I like it. Nice underlying energy. So I feel like this person is going to communicate to with you soon. Might not be till like the third week in June. It's the third card from the bottom, and it's the Eight of Wands. So, you know, communicating after a bit of silence here. So for some of you, you know, if you did know, Libra, that this person was, or you found out that this person was with someone else, or they were, you know, in the midst of getting divorced when you met them, things weren't quite over, you know, that might have put you off a bit as well for some of you. But just know that this person is making their way towards you. You're going to get an invitation, I feel, in June to get together. And again, you know, listen to the advice that I gave you as far as like when you're showing up there, as far as like, you know, being confident, believing in yourself here, believing that, you know, this person's just another person, right? So again, don't be intimidated by them, or, you know, again, just be you, show up as your authentic self, and again, be present. So I feel like, I don't know, it's pretty new. I don't know if these messages are going to apply. This could be more about somebody else from the past, but let's see what comes through here with the Lover Oracle. Messages for Libra. Messages for Libra, something they may not know. Could be about this person. Again, take it how it resonates. All right, we have I feel lonely. I'm afraid to lose you. Bottom of the deck is I want to be different. I like that. This person does seem a little, I don't want to say eccentric in some way. Definitely different. And again, I feel like this person was quite surprising to you. I don't feel like you were, you know, expecting to meet this person, you know, or feel this way about this person, especially this quickly. All right. Why do I feel this way? Coming out. And then we have, what do you see in me? Interesting. What is the truth? Yeah, these are interesting cards here. Libra, I feel like June's going to be pretty exciting. I'm excited for you. All right, guys, I'm going to end your reading here. Definitely, you know, I'm excited to do your mid-month now, see how things are going. But anyhow, if this reading did resonate, if you could let me know by hitting the like button, making a comment, you know, sharing this reading with somebody that you feel like it might be beneficial for them. As always, guys, again, thank you so much, and I'll see you in your mid-month.